The 2017 Chevrolet Bolt EV and 2018 Tesla Model 3 are good cars that happen to be fully electric. What's even more extraordinary is that those cars' base prices are within reach of the average new car consumer today, though that's only true of the Tesla if you can patiently leave your name on a waiting list before wanting to bolt. So far, neither car has attempted to reach the Nissan Leaf's lower price point, and an extraordinary car means nothing to new car consumers if they can't afford it. That's why the 2018 Nissan Leaf enters the picture. Now with a projected EPA driving range of 150 miles, the Leaf easily leaps ahead of the 2017 model's 107 miles, as well as the ranges of every other EV currently available that's not a Tesla. The Model 3 is projected to have a range around 225 miles, or Chevrolet, the Bolt EV is rated at 238 miles of range. Well, for now, Ford has confirmed interest in building electric cars, including a 300-mile electric SUV. Hyundai and Kia are pushing harder on EVs. The Ioniq EV already has a 124-mile range, and EVs will become an increasingly important part of Volkswagen's future. So the EV market is expanding, but many new car buyers can't wait a year or more for a car to become available. Many others aren't willing to pay for the 2017 Chevrolet Bolt EV's $37,495 and $2018 Tesla Model 3's $36,200 base price. The 2018 Nissan Leaf falls far short of those two in terms of EV range, but it also falls well short in price. The 2018 Leaf starts at $29,990, or $30,875 including destination. That puts the 150-mile Leaf more than $5,000 below the Model 3 and more than $6,000 below the Bolt EV. In this price class, that's a ton of money saved. Will Chevrolet respond by adjusting the price of the Bolt EV, just as the Volt plug-in got price cuts after its initial release? With so many more EVs available compared to 5 and 10 years ago, we'll see how the market reacts. Tesla recently cut the price of its most powerful Model S and Model X variants, but with the Model 3's long waiting list, we'd be surprised to see any price cuts for now. In our thorough 2018 Nissan Leaf first drive review, we called the new Leaf satisfyingly quicker and more responsive than its predecessor, with a quiet interior and supple yet controlled ride quality. That car is going up against our 2017 car of the year, the Chevrolet Bolt EV, and the also superb Tesla Model 3. Before the 2019 Nissan Leaf arrives with a more powerful variant with more range to go head-to-head with those two, the Leaf will also do battle with EVs in the low $30,000 range. The impressive 200-plus mile range of the Bolt EV and Model 3 should help convince more buyers to make the switch to a fully electric car, but when your budget doesn't allow for a near $-40,000 car, you'll pay extra on the Model 3 for any exterior color besides black. The less expensive 2018 Nissan Leaf is more significant than its 150-mile range might suggest. You'll still need to like the car itself, but simply having a low $30,000 base price opens the door for some, especially those who were already set on an EV. Lots of factors go into new car purchases, from styling and performance to interior quality, safety tech, and, perhaps most important, budget. Whether the 2018 Nissan Leaf is passed by in favor of more expensive competitors with more impressive overall driving ranges remains to be seen. The sales battle begins when the Leaf goes on sale early in 2018.
Nissan has hinted at Nismo tuning upgrades for the second-generation Leaf EV. The 2018 Leaf is already more powerful than its predecessor, jumping to 147 horsepower and 236 pound-feet of torque. Its chassis has also been refined for improved stability. Designers made significant changes to the Leaf's aesthetics, dropping its quirky styling for a modern appearance that better meshes with Nissan's latest cars and crossovers. Speaking to Autocar, design chief Alfonso Albaisa admitted that the previous Leaf's look wasn't popular with a majority of buyers and did not contribute to sales. The new car is lower, wider and sportier, with the point of this design being to get greater accessibility of the market, he added. The company has already confirmed plans to launch a more powerful Leaf next year, with a stiffer chassis and larger battery pack for longer range. Albisa suggested an even racier version with Nismo parts could further increase the Leaf's visual appeal. The faster Leaf is due in 2019, pointing to a potential arrival window for a Nismo package.
The redesigned 2018 Nissan Leaf electric car looks ready to compete with the likes of the Chevy Bolt and the Tesla Model 3. While it might not have a pile of pre-orders placed long before anyone saw a prototype, like the Tesla Model 3, the Leaf does have enough range to keep up with the Tesla's small EV, and you'll be getting a fully tested car to boot. What's coming with the second-generation Leaf? Here are our favorite key features. 1. Price. Building on the old Leaf's legacy of budget-minded electrification, the next-gen Leaf starts at $30,884. Of course, that's before any sort of tax incentives start to hit your pocketbook. That undercuts the closest competition. The Chevy Bolt starts at $37,496, nearly $8K more than the new Nissan, though there's a reason for the price difference. 2. Range. The Bolt has an EPA-rated 238-mile range, whereas the new Leaf has 150 miles of EPA-rated range, up from 107 on the current Leaf. Still, that's enough range to drive around during the day without worrying about running out of juice. Even in cold climates, that should be enough range during off months to take care of business. A Leaf with more range is expected to be ready for 2019. 3. The e-pedal switch. Activating the regenerative braking, where the car uses its own momentum to generate electricity, slowing the vehicle down in the process, on the second-gen Leaf is as easy as flipping the e-pedal switch. The system advertises one-pedal driving, a sign of active regenerative braking, and a ton of fun when you get used to it. Like the paddle on the back of the steering wheel on Chevrolet's Bolt, this system is great for managing your deceleration with just the throttle, but the actual brake pedal is there to handle things if you misjudge distances. 4. The styling. The styling for the old Leaf left something to be desired. It was sleek but not exactly exciting. The new Leaf might not be a Jaguar F-Type, but its more aggressive look is welcome, and the Nissan corporate face combined with blacked-out pillars looks good. This styling is more aggressive than the Chevy Bolt, but not quite as eye-catching as BMW's i3. 5. Driver aids. As EVs start to normalize, driving aids common in regular vehicles, like lane keep assist and adaptive cruise control, are starting to become more and more prevalent. Adaptive cruise and lane keep assist are coming to the redesigned Leaf, and should make it feel more upscale and high-tech. Of course, we won't know how well it works until we get behind the wheel. Look for more on the new Nissan Leaf in the coming months as we get real-world seat time.
As the dust is settling on the 2018 Nissan Leaf's recent unveiling, full details watch debut here. It's time to check out the newest EV's position in the ever-crowded plug-in landscape. The 2018 Leaf's pricing starts from $29,990, $30,875 in $885 destination, which works out to be net $23,375 after the federal tax credit. The range of the 40 kWh version is EPA estimated by Nissan at 150 miles. As you can from the chart above, at that range there really is no competitor for 2018 Nissan Leaf, at least until you get into the much longer ranges of the Chevy Bolt EV, and the Tesla offerings, those all for a fair shake more money. Is the new Leaf planned for the sweet spot, or just a random spot? We will find out when the car arrives in 50 Albanian Lex US states and Europe in January. We should note, there will be another Leaf trim level added to the chart, but we will need to wait roughly a year for longer range higher performance 60 kWh EV, as Nissan promises that version's arrival as a 2019 model year car in late 2018. The E-Plus 2019 Nissan Leaf is pegged by the company to have more than 200 miles, think 215 to 200 miles, but wanting to sell as many 40 kWh copies as it can today. Nissan doesn't really want to talk so much about it right now. The new 2018 Leaf/40 kWh version is clearly targeted to once again dominate the lower spectrum of the EV market, and to take full advantage of the US federal credit, as its predecessor did. While the new Nissan Leaf likely won't be applying much pressure to the Tesla Model 3 or even the Chevrolet Bolt EV that will come with the 2019 Leaf, it certainly puts the legion of 80 to 120-mile city compliance BEVs on notice, as in just one night Nissan has redefined what the definition of entry-level EV means to the Americans. Despite the fact the 40 kWh Leaf is now easily one of the most affordable EVs today, the battery capacity is still not high enough to drive average price per mile down low enough to best the Tesla Model 3 or Chevrolet Bolt EV. The 40 kWh Leaf trim level currently sits in fourth place at $206 per kilowatt-hour.